He's like a Nash once in a while.
M&T Bank Stadium from way up at the 23. And a nice return.
They're going to get a bucket of soup. That's the closest he's going to come to a Super Bowl. Yes, sir. He might be Hollywood, but he ain't bouncing. I heard you.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Where you at?
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on
Where you at, man?
That really increases the stakes.
I should go for it, huh? I did.
Effort picking up the first.
And now that team has
get
to be
it.
motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They
All
want to make sure
fucking
it
day,
pays
bro.
off.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up,
I think it's you, bro.
Nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On play action, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll work it
Sleeping. That's what they're doing.
Before it's all said and done.
I think that's a big
Garbage place.
first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here.
My thing was frozen, bro. Couldn't spike it. I don't know what the hell's going on. I ain't worry about the time, bro. $60? You've lost your mind, bro. Why you want to score so many points for, bro?
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. It's complete, and it's a Packers touchdown.
Right. There's always excuses, right?
The 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
You gonna make it or what, bro? You gonna make it?
Taking it about the 1.
It's like you're dying over there, man.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, you're smoking that gasoline, $7 a gallon. That's what's going on. As long as it's making you happy and feel good, bro, it's better than being out there.
At their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Nice pass, bro.
For as big and strong as some of these
Hollywood numbnuts.
It is sometimes hard to appreciate
Hollywood numbnuts.
That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear,
Oh, yeah.
he was absolutely out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
You guys are way too fancy with that stuff. I just play. That's a big... You guys are fancy with that kind of stuff. I just play the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense and exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. You in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Rodgers with a keeper. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now Rodgers, a final shot before break. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Patrick Queen. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Jackson. And one more time, that's Watkins. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realized he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running the toss here to Dillon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And some space here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 72 yards.
And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. To return it, here's Tavon Young.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be third down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From way up at the...
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins,
his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They can now enjoy the final stages of this one. A very convincing win. I don't know what was said in the locker room, but whatever it was, it worked pretty well.
It certainly did, and it's probably a capper to everything that was said during the week because they go over every eventuality. I mean, you know how coaches are. They want to cover every minute detail all the way up to how much time does it take to walk from the locker room to the field. You name it. When it all comes together, the result